Hi, I'm Aaron from 5 Minute Learn, and today we're going to be making an artistic wall hanging lamp. For this project, I had used some cedar that my brother had left over from a decking project that he had done. And here I am just shaving off the ends that were beveled just to make them nice and flat. And then I split it up into 2.5 inch sections. I then took those sections and cut them down to 6, 7, and 8.5 inch pieces. And I made about 20 or so of each length. And then I took a hammer and a 1-inch chisel and I split apart all of those pieces, making sure to alternate where I struck them just to make them a little different, each one unique. I love how easy cedar is to split, and as you can see by this example, all of them vary just a little bit, and that was the effect that I was trying to achieve. The bulk of the cedar was very clear with very few knots, but where there were knots, it provided me a very unique opportunity to have some contour with my splits. And as you can see here, after I split this, it ran around that knot and created just a really cool effect. And then here you can see, because of the uniqueness of each cut, the profile of every piece was just a little different, and that was the real artistic flair that I was hoping to achieve with this project. And then I just started laying them all out. I was looking for kind of a modified brick pattern. I didn't want my seams to line up at all, and so honestly this kind of became a difficulty with the project. It was fun, but it didn't go as fast as I was hoping for. So I was just offsetting them using different sizes, different profiles, making sure the profiles were pointing different directions at different times. And again, it was really fun. After I got to a certain length, then I wanted to clamp it all together. I had planned on just gluing up 4 concourses together and clamping them section by section, but as you can see later on in the project, I ended up adding a 5th concourse to the first section and did sets of 5 throughout. And you can see here that, I just kept following the pattern. I kept repeating over and over until I had 4 sections. The top and bottom I did taper down, kind of to make a more spherical or oval piece. And I continued doing the best job that I could, remaining random in how I selected and glued together the pieces. I used Titebond 3 wood glue, and it sets pretty quick, especially with the cedar. So after I would finish one section, I would try and clamp the 2 together, but not glue them together. To allow the light to shine out from behind this piece, I sandwiched in between the sections some 3/16 inch thick acrylic sheeting, and I cut it down to about a 3/4 inch strip. Here I wanted to show the difference between the types of blades that I used in my table saw. I used the 200 tooth count blade to cut down the acrylic. And to create some extra light diffusion, I then sanded the sides of each of the strips of acrylic that I had cut. And then I glued those strips in between all the sections. And here you can see it all glued together. I then found the center mass of my piece of art and proceeded to mount the TV mount that I had purchased for it. It is designed to hold up to 50 pounds, but this piece is like at best maybe 10. So this should easily hang it on the wall wherever I want. I use these spacers to create extra room between the wall and the piece of art, so when mounting the LEDs I had plenty of space. The LED light strip was about 4 feet long, so I spaced it accordingly. And I used picture hanging hooks and some thumbtacks. Being that it was cedar, it was really easy to put the thumbtacks into, and it kept it from splitting the wood. It also made it very customizable. I could change it at any time. I found a stud to mount the wall lamp into. Even though it was pretty light, I still wanted to make sure it was securely tight to the wall. So I pre-drilled for the bracket and leveled it and set it into the wall. With the bracket in place, I was able to slide the wall lamp onto the wall and tested it out. Here's what it looks like. I hope you enjoyed this project and that it inspires you to do something unique too. Please comment below about what you liked and send me pictures or links to your projects that you complete. Again, I'm Aaron from 5 Minute Learn, and thanks for watching.